Hey everyone, I know I've been gone a while and I'm happy to be back, and I thought a great way to spring back onto YouTube would be to show you the eye look I've been using almost every day this month. And so if you just keep watching, I'll show you the products I used plus a bunch of dupes if you don't have what I have, and I'll see you in a second. Keep watching. Okay, so here we go. Now, I want to explain something that has nothing to do with this tutorial, but I get a lot of questions, especially from people who are just starting out making their own videos, how I edit. Well, I film my videos in segments, so what you see as my intro is usually what I've actually filmed last. And what's my middle section, which is going on right now, the tutorial part, is what I filmed first. And then I just splice it together in the order I want it to go up on YouTube. That way I can start with my finished look, which in reality is at the end. So now that I've confused you further, let's get started. So I want to show you some dupes for some of the colors I'm using before I get started. I have no dupe for MAC Paint Pot Bare Study. This is what I'm going to start with as a base. On my lid, I'm going to be using MAC Grain, which doesn't really look like anything at all in the pan. It's almost like a skin tone with shimmer, but the color is just I took the eyelid color in the Walking on Eggshells, Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio is very close to Grain. So if you have Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells, use the eyelid color instead of Grain. And then in my crease, I'm using Soft Brown, which is a soft brown, and a really good dupe for that is the NYX Brown. And if you hold them up, I'm not going to swatch everything, but they don't look the same, but they swatch similarly, I will say that. And then in my outer corner, I've been using Satin Taupe, which is just, everybody's seen this. And again, I can't give you an exact dupe, but some that are similar is the Wet n Wild single eyeshadow in Nutty, or this middle shade in the, see? This is the NYX trio called Rock and Roll. This doesn't have an exact shade, but it's very similar. Or even the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands, the darkest shade, that would work too. So now that I've done my show and tell, let's get started. So my fingers are filthy, but usually I usually use my fingers. And I put that all over the lid and I go up into the crease a little bit. Now I've already put on my face makeup. The foundation I'm using today is Bourjois Healthy Mix in shade 52, and I've been using it all month and I love, love, love it. We'll talk about that more in my favorites video. Okay. I am taking you know what I've also been doing is putting a little under my eyelids, and I'll use a Real Techniques under my eyelids, my lower lash line. Haven't gotten the most sleep for a variety of reasons, and I feel like it's subtle, but it opens up your eyes a lot. Might be all in my head, but it makes me feel better. Okay. Then onto the lid, like I said, I'm using Max Grain, and I'm just using the Real Techniques base shadow brush, just smacking it on, and I really like this look. It's my go-to look pretty much all month, and what I really like about it is you almost don't need a mirror to do this. It's that simple. I don't do an inner corner, I don't do anything all that exciting. I take the tip of it, like that. I'm closing my eyes because I have contacts and I don't want to get eyeshadow in there. So that's it for Grain. Then and this is something else. We hear it so often in tutorials, and now I'm just starting, it's sinking in. Blend, blend, blend. I'm blending all the time. even when I don't think I need blending. And for this, I'm using that double-ended Walmart brush that I love so much. I should buy another set. I wish they sold this brush individually. I love it so much. Then I am using, it's a part of an EcoTools travel set. I think this is very similar to the MAC 222, which I do not have. And I am, you know what? No, that's not what I want to use. MAC 217, but it's not a MAC 217. This is an E25. I don't own a MAC 217, and I don't think I ever will. I just don't see the point. You can use this, or if you want it a little fluffier, you could use the 224. I don't know. This is my old brush, so I don't have the new numbering system, and I don't think I'm ever going to get it. But I'm just dipping in the tip, and I'm going to stick it in sideways, so it's more of a wider, and I'm just sweeping it back and forth in my eye socket. And same on the other eye. If I would just shut up and do this, it would go really quickly because it's so easy to do. But no, I have to talk. So just to give some definition to the crease, and then again go back with the fluffy brush. My brushes have a mind of their own today. And just go back and just make sure no lines. What finally did it for me was an email I saw from MAC that said something about like do's and don'ts of the beauty world, and that's something that you can tell when makeup hasn't been done by a professional or done by someone who knows what they're doing, is that everything isn't blended. You can see the lines. So I was like, oh. Okay, and then the last step is satin taupe. And for this, I am using that EcoTools. Like I said, it's part of a travel set of all little mini brushes. And I've heard this is similar to a MAC 222. Like I said, I can't tell because I don't know. Here it is compared to a 224. So it's a lot more pointed, but it's still kind of fluffy. And I just dip in the tip of that in. And I just stick it and do circles. And then start to go in a little bit and up a little bit. And that's it. Same with the other eye. Stick it in that little corner, wiggle it around, pull it in a little bit, put it in the socket a little bit, go above it a little bit. Get my blending brush back out. Go back and forth. I don't know why I feel like I have to raise my eyebrows when I do this. I guess I love showing off my wrinkles. I just can't stop. Then I use the same brush and I take my favorite highlight shade, which is Wet n Wild Brulee, and I depotted all of these, which may have been a mistake. So don't go rush not to do it just yet. I'll let you know how it works out. And I put it in there. And that's it for eyeshadow. It's very, very simple. And then what I've been doing as far as eyeliner is concerned, if I can find it. Oop. It's the new, it's so skinny that it looks like a real eyeliner, like a pencil eyeliner, but it's the Master Drama Precise Eye Studio by Maybelline, and it's in black. And all I do is just draw lines. So I'm gonna do that because it's too much pressure to do that on camera. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my eyeliner, and I'll be talking about this in my March favorites, but it's the easiest, finest line you can draw. I mean, just ridiculous how simple it is, and it has not smeared on me. It sets really beautifully. I love it. So I do my eyebrows kind of last. I know most people do it first. I do them last. And I'm still using my Sally Girl Brow Powder in Golden Blonde. And I still just use the dinky little brush it came with. And I just brush it through. Like so. And if I have time, then I'll brush it through with a... I really hope these curler things work out. We'll talk about that in another video. This is my first attempt with my new hot roller set. Fingers crossed. Then I curl my eyelashes. I'm using my Tarte one. I like the e.l.f. one better as far as its width, but for some reason it catches my eyelashes, so I'll just use the Tarte one. So curl. And then my new toy that I love, the Bourjois Volume Fast and Perfect, or Fast and Perfect, never sure. And cool, huh? And just, I got it in my hair. Brilliant. I love how it gets in the corners. And then when because I switch hands, so I dip it back in and then I make it go in the opposite direction because I'm holding it in my other hand. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But it feels like it does, because when I use it, you can choose to rotate it in either direction. And I am not gonna do my bottom lashes today, because like I said, I'm not working on a lot of sleep. I've had a sick kid, and he's fine now, but I've had a sick kid all week, and homeowner association meetings and whatnot. I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep. So, am I missing anything? Lately I've been wearing a very neutral lipstick. Of course, all of them are in my purse, but I would pair it with something like a creamy nude. I've been wearing like a Matte Hue or Matte Cream Cup, but this is in that color family. And this is the P2 lipstick called Sunset Boulevard, which is still one of my all-time favorite shades. So this is the finished look without my hair done. I will say, so I use Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation in 52, and I'm loving this. And the key is I've been using my new Sigma F80 brush, which will be in a favorites video soon, like in 2 days. And I'm wearing a variety of concealers, but I went back to using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Max coverage. I'm really enjoying that. And as far as blush goes and contour, I've been using MAC Harmony. And then over that, I'm using Hard Candy Pinup. It's like, how many different brands can I slap on my face kind of look. And then to tie it all together, I dip my big kabuki brush in this e.l.f. Golden Bronzer palette and just all over. So I think it's time to take the curlers out, and I'll be right back in a minute. 3, 2, 1. So I guess my hair worked, which is really exciting. I mean, I could play with it a little more, but I haven't even hairsprayed or anything, and it's, I don't know if you can see, it's bouncy and I like it. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I could play with it a little. There's some pieces, just not quite perfect, but I'm so excited. I will put the link to the tutorial that I followed to get this look. It's not on YouTube, it's on another site called iVillage. It's the Gretchen Rossi look from The Real Housewives as shown by Gretchen Rossi. I actually went out like a stalker and found it on the internet, and then went out and bought the set of curling hot curlers that she uses. And so, I mean, I don't propose to look like Gretchen Rossi, but the hair is close. It's a good first shot. So I got the swoop. Anyway, so I apologize for being gone so long. Kind of got up with family stuff, and that always comes first. So happy to be back. Thank you for watching. And my birthday present to me is my monthly favorites. So my birthday is Friday, and I will be showing you all my favorite stuff for this month. And there's a lot of stuff, of which I mentioned some here, but I will go into more depth in that video. And I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I'll see y'all Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.